in my bedroom. Hi, everybody. Oh, my goodness. You're all here. It's 10 o'clock. Welcome. I know you're thinking to yourself, that's not Donna. No, it's not. It's not Donna at all. But as you can see, you've caught me, your Aunt Sheila, and I'm here and I'm in Donna's place. Here's what happened. See my phone. I have a very nice phone. I got this from Bloomingdale's on sale. And what I liked about it was the pink. I was very attracted to the pink. I said, pink, it's me. It's Aunt Sheila. So here's what the deal is. I got a call early this morning from Donna, Miss Donna. I'm going to call her again and find out what's happening with Yogi. All right, hold on. Go ahead. I have you don't want to hear my message. All right. Oh, Donna. Okay, it's Aunt Sheila. Yeah, I'm calling about the dog. It's D-Day. Do you know it's the letter D today? Do you know what I'm saying to you? Yeah. Okay, I'm calling about your dog, Yogi. Oh, Sherry Freed. How are you, Sherry Freed? Thanks so much. She likes my robe. Yeah, I got this at Bloomingdale's too. It's called the monkey robe. Good morning, Frank Simon. Okay, so Donna, sorry, I'm getting very distracted. There's people talking to me while I'm talking to you. Okay, Yogi's okay? Good. All right, he'll be watching. Terrific. I have a friend for Yogi that I brought. I'm going to show you in just a minute. All right. So we need everyone at story time to say a quick little prayer for Mr. Yogi. He's doing better. He's going to be fine. He's actually Miss Donna's taking him through the drive-in at Burger King again. And he's ordering two. Hi, Chuck. Oh, I'm getting very distracted. Yes, he's ordering 2 burgers. Get him a Happy Meal. Yogi loves a Happy Meal. Okay. Anyway, tell Yogi we love him, and everyone here at Storytime misses him, and we'll be doing stories, and we're going to be working on the letter D for dog, which is what Yogi is. All right. Bye, Yogi. We love you. And Miss Donna, we'll see you tomorrow, but don't worry about anything. We got it all handled here. All right. Love you. Talk to you soon. Bye. Wow, that was a lot. Okay, well, she's okay. And I was telling you that D is the letter of the day is D. And look, I have a dog pillow. All right. We got this pillow because this is an actual picture of my old dog. And his name was Doo-Doo. Doo-Doo dog, which also starts with a D, which is very fortuitous. Kids, I don't know if you know what the word fortuitous means, but I'm going to tell you. It means it's good fortune. Now, Doo-Doo was an excellent dog who loved to doo-doo. That's why we called him Doo-Doo. All right? Now, if you have a D word, today's the day to throw it up there and let me know. I love the alphabet, and D is one of my favorite letters. So when Miss Donna, which starts with a D, oh good, called me, I said I could absolutely do the D show. I can absolutely do. Now Mush and Cinnamon, those are 2 other dogs that are friends of ours. They're watching, and they're very dedicated Storytime fans. They do their own videos. They're very funny, and they love to read, and they're very, very cute. And I know they don't do inside the house. That's a thing, right? So when you have a dog, it's your responsibility, kids, to take the dog outside to do. All right? Dogs love to be outside because they can sniff around. They can run around on grass. They can do crazy things. And so I need some more D words. Now, there's certain type of dogs that are called doodles. That begins with a D. Double Dutch, Donna doesn't double dip during Dancing Dwarfs in Denver. Frank Simon, you are a peach. I just want to say to you, you have a gift, and you should utilize that gift by doing tongue twisters for children all around the world. Let's do that again. Double Dutch, Donna doesn't double dip during Dancing Dwarfs in Denver. Say that 10 times fast, kids. 10 times. You'll drive your mother crazy, but I'll love it. Okay, anyway, back to my dog Doo-Doo. So D is the word for today. Now we have a lot of words. Dynamic, different. Different is a very good word. It's okay to be different. It's actually good to be different, kids. Dynamic. I would absolutely say that you're dynamic. Speaking of dynamic, I want to talk to you about this. This is my friend. Oh my goodness. This is little Ladybug, and she is dynamic. I'll tell you why she's dynamic. Because she is red and black, which is a dynamite combination. She always looks good, and she always likes to borrow my lipstick. So she's dynamite, she's dynamic, she dances, all D words, which is fabulous. All right, I want to introduce you to all the people that are being here with us today, okay? So there's a lot going on. And I don't know how Miss Donna does this every day because, frankly, there's a lot of people that you have to work with, and a lot of people are looking for airtime, and it's a lot. So this is not a D word, but this is someone very special. Okay, are you ready? This is Bloomy. Say hi, Bloomy. Hi, Bloomy. Bloomy is short for Bloomingdale's, which is where I got her. And she is my favorite bear, and she loves to sleep. She also loves to read. She's quite an avid reader. Do you know what the word avid means, kids? That means she reads a lot and she's really good at it, just like you. You should get to be avid readers. The more you read, the smarter you are, all right? So do your due diligence, which is another word. I'm throwing in a lot of words at you kids, but don't worry, I'll explain it. Okay, so anyway, back to Bloomy. She is very loving. She loves to give hugs. And what's your favorite D word? I didn't even ask you before we started. Oh, of course, donuts. I don't blame her. She's got a little bit of a belly, which is adorable because she loves donuts. Who doesn't love donuts? I do, which is another D word. This is getting addicting, doing all these D words. If you have another one, throw it in. All right, so that's Bloomy. She's going to sit over there. All right, I got to introduce you to this. This is my favorite. This is our little delightful Ryan. You certainly are. I'll tell you what, if anybody's going to give that letter, that word, it had to be you. All right. This is our little eagle. This little eagle, oh my goodness. This is a little Nick Foles. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you know little Nick Foles, but little Nick Foles is a very good football player. And he doesn't like to lose with a D. All right. And he does a lot of great things with the letter D. Little Nick Foles, what do you like to do? He likes to dance. What? Oh, he likes to draw and he likes to dribble. Now, do you dribble with a basketball or do you dribble from your mouth? Because that's two different meanings of dribble. Lots of going on. Okay, Nick Foles, I need you to sit down over here. We'll talk football later. He said defense, which begins with a D, is something he actually likes better than people know. All right, good to know, Nick. Yeah. All right, you're very funny. Sit over there. All right, so we have Bloomy. We have, I couldn't let this. This is the Philly Fanatic. I hope you know the Philly Fanatic. He loves baseball. He loves donuts. He loves lots of D words too. So, and last but not least, this little doohickey here, which is another D word. His name is Domino. Say hello. Oh, I'm sorry, Dominic. This is Dominic the doohickey, and Dominic the doohickey loves the letter D. Right? Oh, he loves to play dice. Dice is a game I don't want you guys to know too much about, kids, because it's not really in your repertoire of things to do. Repertoire, that's a word you probably don't know. I'll explain it later. Okay, anyway, kids, let's get started. All right, so we have D, we have the dog, we have doo-doo, we have lots of things happening, we have books, we have stretching. Now, Donna does a lot of talking to you about why it's important to take your vitamins, which it is. I hope you took your vitamins. I took my vitamins earlier this morning. I didn't bring them on for you because I take a lot of them. And Sheila takes about 20 vitamins before she starts up her day. And you don't need to take as many as I do. I do because I have a creaky arm. That doesn't begin with a D. but it's creaky. And I have this arm gets a little creaky too. So here's what I'm telling you, kids. Take all your vitamins now. Take every day. Don't skip it. Make sure you drink a lot of water and make sure you stretch. You'll be so happy later in life when you're Aunt Sheila's age and you've taken all your vitamins so your hair looks beautiful. You look young. You look well, you don't look that. You look great is what I'm trying to say. Yes, healthy habits are fantastic. Donna also likes to do a little bit of exercise before she reads her book. So let's do a little bit of exercise. We need a little music for that. Can you say that again, kid? All right, are you feeling it? I'm feeling the music. All right, here we go. We're going to be doing arm circles. All right, we're going backwards for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why does the camera shake while I do this? I think it's because I have it on my bed, kids. Now, Donna's got a whole setup in her room where she does this reading. I don't. I'm not as fortunate, but I do have a terrific setup, and I'm thankful. It's very doable, which is another D word. Let's do our arm circles forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we reach over. That's about as far as it goes. And let's reach over. Yeah, that's good. All right. We've exercised for the day. And Sheila feels great. I don't know how you guys are feeling. So I know you want to know what's going on with the book reading. Are we having it? Or are we not having it? Are you doing it? Or are you not doing it? Don't worry. I'm definitely reading a book. Oh my goodness. Chuck, a Santa, you're on your bike and I love that you're on your bike exercising. Girls and boys, I don't want to tell tales out of school, but that happens to be the real Santa Claus. And can I tell you that even Santa Claus exercises? He has to because he's got so much work to do. How do you think he delivers all those gifts? Because he's in shape. He can pick them up. He doesn't have to depend on all the elves. And he has some help from Hanukkah Harry. I don't know if you all know this, not to get political, but political is a word you probably don't know and you don't need to know it for a long time. Don't worry about it. What I'm trying to say to you is this. Santa Claus and Hanukkah Harry have an agreement. They work together. They work in tandem. They are a team. And that's a great thing. And that's why everybody, all the kids get presents. It's because they work together. You should do that too. Don't think that you should be independent. See, I'm using those D words as much as I can. Don't be too independent when you get older. You love to have a team and a family around you. And let me tell you more about Santa. Not only is this Santa very talented at making toys and delivering them, he's very handsome. And I want to tell you something else. A little known fact, P.S., this Santa, he sings. He's got a very deep, deep voice. It's a bass or a baritone. I'm not sure. I think I would call it bass. It's very, very deep. And it's very nice to listen to. All the female elves loved, I'm telling you, they want him to make their messages. They want him to talk. Just talk to me, Santa. Just read the list. I don't care what you say as long as you're talking. That's the kind of voice he has. Yeah. See, he says it. A fit Santa is a bestie with Hanukkah Harry. And you know what they do, which is very exciting. And I don't know if he's going to talk about it, but you know how you leave Santa cookies and milk? Well, imagine if everywhere you went, there was cookies and milk. It could get a little much. Do you know what I'm saying? But you don't want to hurt the feelings of the kids, you leaving the cookies and milk. So here's what they do. They work the deal out. Sometimes Santa will give Hanukkah Harry the cookies and milk, and he gives Santa the latkes and the jelly donuts that are left out. So they actually work so well as a team, they get to try different foods. That begins with a D. See, I'm kind of getting the whole thing of this. Yeah, all right. Anyway, so I love Santa. I know you love Santa. He's so handsome. Okay. Anyway, I'm getting distracted by Santa. Let's talk about what we're doing today. We're reading Robin. I actually have several things to talk to you about, which is very good. So yay, books. Everyone here likes books. This is Robin Hood sends a message. It's very important that you understand that books convey a message, which means convey means to give. They give you a message. So when you read a book, you're learning something every single day. So Miss Donna is doing you a huge favor by reading to you, because the more you read, the more you know. That's from Reading Rainbow, which is a very popular show when I was growing up, and I loved it. Okay, let's get to the book. Oh, these books have such nice illustrations. This is Robin Hood. Can you guys see Robin Hood? He's deep, deep, deep in the woods, which I haven't been for a very long time. All right, Robin Hood sends a message. Look at these. Oh my goodness, these elephants are very in charge. They don't, all right, I'm trying to figure out. There we go. They're very in charge, and they look quite intimidating, which means you don't want to mess with them. All right. There once was a hero named Robin Hood. He lived in Sherwood Forest with his friends, Friar Tuck, Little John, Skippy Bunny. Robin Hood had an enemy named Prince. I hope you don't have an enemy. That's not a good thing to have, an enemy. You don't want to do that. Okay. The wicked prince took money from the poor people of England, but Robin Hood always got the money back. That's Robin Hood with his friends and Friar Tuck. And look at them. They're practicing archery. Have any of you ever had archery? Let me tell you what. I went to a summer camp, and archery was one of the things that we had to do. So what you have to do is you have to pull the bow way back, bing, and you let it go. And hopefully the arrow goes where you're pointing it. Now, Aunt Sheila, if you could believe this, as a young child, was not very athletic. So I pulled it back, and I pulled it back, and I pulled it back, and I let it go, and it fell down straight. Everyone laughed and laughed and laughed, and I used my D word, and I said, don't laugh at my disability, which was my inability to do archery, right? Sherry, do you love this story? I love that you're here. Melanie and Liliana say hi. Hello, girls. I'm so glad you're here. Oh, my goodness. Listen to me. Bloomy is getting very excited that there's little girls watching. She loves to commiserate with little girls. What does commiserate? That means to talk and discuss, which is a D word. Okay, back to the story. Oh, far from Sherwood Forest in Prince John's castle lived Maid Marian, who was very beautiful in her pink frock. She loved Robin Hood, and she wished she could see him, but she knew he would be arrested if he came near the castle. That's not a good thing. That's when the police officers take you to jail. You don't want to get arrested. Don't worry, Maid Marian, Lady Cluck said. Robin Hood will find a way to see you. He always does. Now, girls, when a guy really likes you, he'll find a way to see you. So don't go chasing after boys ever. Just a little note from Aunt Sheila. Lady Cluck was right. Robin Hood wrote Maid Marian a note asking her to meet him at the fair. That's very bold and forward. She asked him to meet her. But hey, it's 2021. The rules are changing, girls. You're in charge. Don't forget that. Let me tell you something. You're always in charge, girls. That's the deal. Boys, I love you. You're adorable, and we love you. But we all know that the girls are in charge. Okay. Robin Hood asked Skippy to deliver the letter. Don't let anyone see you, he warned. Don't worry, Skippy cried. And off Skippy went. Skippy had a very important job to deliver the letter. Let me tell you what, you better say thank you when you see the postman coming. People that work at the post office, the mailman, he or she, they work very, very hard. So when you see them today, I want you to say hello and thank you for working so hard. When he reached the village, Skippy hid Robin Hood's letter in his hands. Then he pulled the hat over his ears. At dusk, he bravely moved toward the castle. All right, look at him. He is sneaking in. Boys and girls, sometimes you may have to sneak somewhere, which is very exciting. That means you're in a costume and you're trying to be somewhere without getting discovered. Skippy carefully tiptoed past the sleeping guards to get to Maid Marian. Look at that guard sleeping on the job. Not good. Really important when you work for someone. They don't want you to fall asleep while you're working. So make sure you get your rest. I know Miss Donna tells you it's very important that you get to bed when your mom and dad tell you to go to bed, and you wake up when your mom and dad tell you to wake up. Why? Here's the reason. When you finally get a job, you got to need to know what your sleep pattern is so that you get enough sleep that you're not tired at work. All right. Skippy climbed up a vine to get to Maid Marian's window. He's very daring. Look at him up there. He's climbing, which I know you boys and girls love to do. And that was another D word, daring. I hope you caught it because I certainly did. He pulled the letter from his hat and left it on her windowsill. But Skippy didn't realize that one of the guards was awake, and he didn't notice that the guard saw him leave the letter. Oh, no, that's not good for Skippy. Do you know what that means? That guard saw the letter. I hate to break it to you kids, but I don't think it's going to be good. After Skippy left, the guard grabbed the letter and rushed to Prince John's room. I just intercepted an important letter. Oh, intercepted means take. Oh, no, he took it like he got, like an interception in football. Nick Foles, let's talk to Nick. Nick, what's an interception? Oh, yeah, he said it's when, like, something's happening, like if you throw a ball and someone that's not intended takes it away, that means it's intercepted, just like what's happening here. Thank you, Nick Foles. All right. Prince John, his knight Sir Hiss, and the sheriff were busy counting money, but they stopped when they learned that the guard had intercepted a letter from Robin Hood. What does it say? Prince John demanded. Oh, they look very angry. They look like they're getting really mad, and they're getting, oh no, I'm afraid to turn the page. The sheriff read the letter aloud. That means he read it so everyone could hear it. Dear Marian, please meet me at the fair tomorrow. I miss you. Robin Hood, do you believe they read a private letter? That is not very nice, and they're laughing. Here's one thing, boys and girls. You may have an older sibling, and they have something daring and debonair, Chuck Gill. Are you describing yourself, or are you describing Robin Hood? Because both of you have those qualities. Oh my goodness. All right, that's right. As I was saying, if you have older siblings, they may have Andreas. Guten Tag to you. Wie geht's, my friends? How are you? That's German for how you doing. I'm pretty good. International, and Sheila. All right. So as I was saying, if you have siblings that have a diary that they keep, then you may know it's in their room. Do me a favor with the D, capital D. Don't read it. It's private, just like this note should have been. At least we can catch Robin Hood, whispered the sheriff. We must be careful, Sir Hiss. Robin Hood has tricked us before. Keep quiet, you fool. He won't do it again. The king is getting pretty angry. And let me tell you what, I wouldn't want to get a king angry at me, because they have a lot of money at their disposal, which is another D word, which means he's got money sitting all around. He can do whatever he wants with it at any time. All right. Poor Maid Marian never received Robin Hood's letter. She didn't know he wanted to see her at the fair. She began to worry and ask, do you ever think I'll see him again? Okay, girls, this is what I want to talk to you about. This is another D word. Desperate. It's never good to seem desperate. What that means is if a boy doesn't show interest in you, don't worry. There'll be another one coming along in 5 minutes. Desperate is if you chase after someone when they're not making strides to be friends with you. So boys and girls, what I want to tell you is this. Don't be desperate with friends, all right? If they're not showing you attention, you move on. You've got a lot of great gifts to share with everyone. You don't need to hang around someone who's not interested. Don't be desperate. Be daring and move on. Okay. Just then there was a knock at the door. Quick, hide Robin's picture, Lady Cluck whispered. She knew Prince John would be very angry if he saw it. Now, why would he be angry? Because he's jealous. He obviously likes Maid Marian, and she's not interested. She likes the daring, debonair, both D words, Robin Hood. Lady Cluck opened the door. There stood Prince John with Sir Hiss. They look mean. They look mad. They don't look good. Would you, dear ladies, kid, join me at the fair this afternoon? The prince asked. The two ladies were very surprised. John never asked them to go anywhere. Yes, we'll go, Maid Marian answered. Wonderful, giggled the prince. We'll be there in 10 minutes. Okay, so I don't know if you kids can see what's happening right now. But obviously, Prince John knows about Robin Hood, and he's setting them up to sit. You know, this is a bad scene. This is not good. You never want to do that. You never want to be desperate, and you never want to do dastardly things. That's a big word, dastardly. What does it mean? It means you're doing things that are not very nice. You're kind of evil. You're kind of like a villain. Don't do it. All right. Lady Cluck did not trust Prince John and Sir Hiss. She opened the door. She's so smart to listen to them talking. Look at her sneaking in there. See, she knows what to do. We're sure to catch Robin Hood this time, Prince John cried as he skipped down the hall. We are sure to catch him. So look, it's all been a setup. He's using Maid Marian to catch Robin Hood. That's not good at all. That's dastardly behavior. Lady Cluck rushed back to the room. She had to warn Robin Hood. She looked out the window and saw Skippy. He was waiting for Maid Marian to leave a message. Do you believe that, ladies and gentlemen? She was waiting. Lady Cluck rushed downstairs to tell Skippy about the evil prince's plan. Prince John is going to trap, oh no, Robin Hood at the fair. Look at that. She told Skippy. What's Skippy going to do? Skippy's small. Do you think he could do anything? I think even when you're small, you're very powerful. So let's see what Skippy does. All right, here we go. That's true, very true, Chuck Gill. Skippy ran as fast as he could all the way to Sherwood Forest. What's the matter? Robin asked him. Skippy told Robin Hood that Little John and the prince had a plan. Oh, my goodness. Now, usually it's good to have a plan, but this is a dastardly plan, which means not a good plan. This means something bad is probably going to happen to Robin Hood. And frankly, I'm getting a little scared. All right, here we go. Robin Hood laughed. We'll see who will get caught and who will do the catching. I have an idea. Oh, my goodness. It's always great when people have ideas. And it's important as a good friend that you listen to each other's ideas. Back at the castle, Prince John and his men were ready to leave for the fair. Robin Hood has met his match, roared the prince. Let's go. And he got everyone together, and they started to go to the fair. Now, if you were going to a fair and you saw these big guys behind you, and they look dastardly like they do, and they look like they're not messing around, would you be scared or would you go? Would you be brave and daring enough to keep going? Let's see what Robin Hood does. Lady Cluck and Maid Marian joined the prince in his royal carriage, and they were on the way. So look at them. They're getting into the carriage. They're not scared at all. Whoa. It should be very interesting, Prince John said with an evil grin. Yes, said Sir Hiss. Well, I'm sure it will be, says Lady Cluck. Now, Lady Cluck obviously has no idea what the cluck is going on, right? She doesn't know. This is something that's happening. They're doing this little trap by themselves. She's not a part of it, but she is. She's called an accessory, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if someone does something bad and you're there, you can get in trouble too. So don't hang around with people that do bad things. Do you get it? Boys and girls, these are very important lessons. Up ahead, Robin Hood and Little John were waiting. They had tied a big net to the trees. Oh my God, this is ingenious what's happening right here. They're doing really great work. They're being very creative and very inventive. As Prince John carriage passed underneath, Robin Hood, you ready for this? And Little John cut the ropes. Oh my gosh, that is so smart. So they're trapping people that think they're trapping them. That's called duplicitous, which is another big word. All these D words are very big. All right, right? Doo-doo. Doo-doo says yes. Now, doo-doo, do you know what duplicitous means? Oh, duplicitous means when you're doing two things at once. You're doing things behind people's backs, right? Which you don't want to do. Again, a lot of D words are not very good now that I'm thinking about it, but some of them are. All right. And down came the net, down with the D, down, it dropped down. Prince John was the one who was caught. Now what, roared the prince? Look at him caught under the nets with all those big guys he thought were going to protect him. What are you going to do now, Prince? You're trapped behind a net. Who's the dingleberry now? That's a Z word. I don't even want to tell you what a dingleberry is. Ask your parents. All right. Robin Hood and Little John dashed out from behind the trees and ran over to the carriage. Welcome to Sherwood Forest, they chanted. Look at them. They're making fun of the prince, which is never fun to do. But, in this case, he's kind of a jerk. So, wow. Let's see. Oh, I don't know what's going to happen. Robin Hood helped Maid Marian and Lady Cluck out of the carriage because, remember, they were in the carriage. And then Little John took the prince. John took the money, and they took the money to return it to the poor. Soon the friends of Sherwood Forest were celebrating Robin Hood's great success. He outsmarted Prince John once more. I love the fact that not only did he outsmart him, but he took care of the girls, and he got the gold. And look at them. They're dancing around because they know he's a very generous guy. And he'll probably, okay, this is a big word that I know Miss Donna loves, donate the money. What does donate mean? All right, let's talk about donate. All right, here we go. Bloomy, let's talk about donate. So donate is when you have some money and you want to help someone out that is less fortunate. You take your money, hand it over to somebody else, and they are able to buy stuff that they need. And that is a very cool thing. Donate is a big word. So that's why they're all dancing around with the D, because they're so excited that he's going to donate the gold. This is all coming full circle. It's very exciting. When Prince John returned to the castle, the sheriff was waiting for him. We've been tricked, the sheriff cried. Robin never came to the fair. Could this have been a trick all along? Could he have planned this out? It's very devious. That's another D word. That's rather dim-witted. Chuck Gill, I love the word dim-witted. That means not too smart, right? So they weren't too smart that they went into the carriage without checking the route that they're going. That's a little dim-witted. All right. Very good. All right. He turned up, Prince John said, but not at the fair. Now I don't have Robin Hood or my bags of gold. And with that, he put his thumb in his mouth and began to plan a brand new way to catch the hero of Sherwood Forest. So what we're trying to say, he put his thumb in his mouth like a little baby. He's not a baby. And it's okay if you're a baby and you put your thumb in your mouth, but not if you're grown up and putting your thumb in your mouth. Then you're just acting silly, or as Uncle Chuck said, dim-witted. I agree with that 100%. So they all went back and walked through the forest and took their gold and had a dynamite night. What a great story. Robin Hood sends a message. Give it up for Robin Hood. That was fantastic. I love that. So, Bloomy, what did you think of that? Oh, you liked it very much. Bloomy is a very dedicated reader. What the word dedicated means, she reads every single day, like you should too. It's very important that you read every day so you know what's going on. And when you do something every day, we say you're dedicated, which is another D word. I think these words are very big. And after watching today, you're going to have a very expanded vocabulary, which is fantastic. Your parents want that for you. Trust me. Okay, I'm going to call Miss Donna. All right, I'm calling Miss Donna. Hold on for just a minute. Yeah, Miss Donna. Okay, great. Listen, we went through one book and they were fantastic. We're going to go to another book, but these kids are dynamite. Yeah, they are so smart. They're dynamic and they can do anything. And they love the letter D. But they promised me that they won't do in the house. I know, that's a little joke. They would never even dream of it. But they will make their parents donuts. They did say that. They did. Yeah. And they did say they'd make you donuts too, and for Yogi. Oh, okay. I will tell them. All right. Terrific. I'll talk to you later. She said you all did great. So give yourselves a round of applause for doing such a nice job, right? What are you laughing at? All right. Listen to me. You want to tell them something? Oh, okay. So I don't know if you guys know this, but Aunt Sheila has some special gifts. Just like you have special gifts, I have special gifts. And this gift is terrific and dynamite. It's dynamic and it's very doable. What I mean by doable is everyone has a gift. You just have to find it and share it. So I want to talk to you about something that your parents are going to love. Now we read books. We learn about accountability. We learn stretching. We learn to be dynamic. We learn how important it is to move and be healthy. And Donna also does some meditation. No Dianetics. Thank goodness it was a D word. It came to my mind. Just throw it away. All right. So there's something that I'm very good at, and kids need to know about this because kids are magical. And the more magic you know, the better off your life is going to be. So I do this little thing, kids, called astrology. And you're involved in astrology. Let me tell you why. When you were born at a certain time, right? Like I was born at the end of December, the very end of December, near Christmas. That's how I know Santa Claus so well. So my birthday is the 23rd of December, which is 2 days before Christmas. That's why Santa and I are like this, all right? Because we're close buddies. Now, I didn't choose when I was going to be born, but guess what? The stars did. They knew exactly what was going to be happening and when I was going to be born. Now, because I was born December 23rd, that makes me a Capricorn, which is a goat. Do you guys know what a goat looks like? He's got big horns and he's got a rather long nose. Sometimes they're white, sometimes they're gray. Goats can also be brown. They could be black too. You know what? They're multicolored like all of you out there, and that's what makes goats so great. So each of you were born at a time, a special time, and that gives you a special magic power. And you're all something called signs of the zodiac. Each sign has a little bit of a mascot, like mine is the goat. I'm going to find out what yours is, and we're going to learn about it. Okay. If you were born March 21st through April 20th, you are an Aries. Okay. Now, Aries, that's a weird name. What does it mean? Guess what? It means a ram. So you're one of those guys with the long horns. Do you know what I'm talking about? Really long horns. And you're really good at a lot of things. Now check this out. If you're a kid that's an Aries, you are an Energizer Bunny, which means you have a lot of energy. You are brave, you are bossy, and you are bodacious. That's quite a word. Bodacious, that means you're outrageous, you're fun, you're loud, you're so much fun to be around. Everyone wants to be your friend. And you are the world's problem solver. So Ram, your magical power is you love to solve problems. So when anyone asks you, what's it like to be an Aries? You're going to say, I'm great at problem solving. And you're going to have a new superpower. All right. Taurus, if you were born April 22nd through May 21st, you are a Taurus. What's a Taurus? Do you know what a Taurus is? Oh, he knows. It's a bull. Now, what do bulls have? Bulls have long horns, and usually they're black or dark brown. They could be light brown too, and they can be mean, and they have rings in their noses sometimes. But guess what? They can be really nice too. Now, Do you know what bulls like to do? You're going to find out. If you're a bull, a Taurus, you're an earth sign, which means you love to play outside. You love to play in the dirt. You love to climb trees and get on rocks and have a lot of fun. You are a child of the earth. You are sophisticated, which means you like fancy schmancy things. You're solid, steady, and you can be counted on as a great friend through thick and thin. So boys and girls, if you know somebody that's a Taurus, make them your friend, because they're going to be your friend through thick and thin. And those are the best kinds of friends. Someone you can count on. All right, Gemini, May 22nd through June 21st. If you were born then, you are a Gemini, which means a twin, which is really exciting because not only are there one of you, there's two of you. So that's twice as good. All right, you're an air sign. And you're something called a shapeshifter, which means you have lots of friends. You can be in one group one day, in another group another day, and everybody likes you because you're so interesting. You're communicative, you're comedic, and you're very curious, which means you love to learn new things like reading and math. You're actually great at math, which is so tremendous. Not a lot of people are great at math. So if you're great at math, you have a very good future, and I'm very excited for you. Okay, here we go. Now, you're born to blaze new trails in the world, which means you're going to be an inventor. So you need to start now doing all kinds of experiments all around your house. And just tell your mom and dad you're a Gemini and you're destined to be an inventor. Cancer, that's an interesting sign. This is June 22nd through July 22nd. So if you were born between those dates, your sign is Cancer, which is a crab. Do you guys know what a crab? I know you know crabs because you love to go down the shore. If you've ever been at the Jersey Shore or if you've been to the Hamptons, you know there's lots of red crabs hanging around. Now, here's a secret. You may see crabs and go, wait a minute. Everyone always colors them red, but they're not red. That's right. Not all crabs are red. That's just something that we do. Like this robe is red, but not all crabs are red. Okay, they can be all different colors. They actually usually gray or blue or brown. Why would that be? Okay, can you tell me? I'll tell you why. Because they can blend in with the rocks. If you're red like this, you stick out and everybody can see you, right? So a predator, someone who's interested in having you for lunch, is totally going to see you. But if you're gray, if you're brown, if you're blue, and you're in the rocks by the ocean, nobody's going to find you. So that's why crabs are very good. They're very secretive. They're very smart, just like you, Cancer. All right, now you're a water sign, which means you're great in the ocean. You're probably a fabulous swimmer. You know what I'm saying to you? You can probably do the breaststroke, and you're pretty good at backstroke, which is the hardest stroke to do. I'm very proud of you. Okay, you're sensitive, you're psychic, and you're sweet. Now, you're sensitive. What does psychic mean? That means sometimes you get some ideas in your head that they come out of nowhere, and you're like, where did that come from? It came from a great place. So you need to follow your intuition, which means the voice inside of you that tells you what to do. It also says you're very sweet. So you're going to have a lot of friends, which you probably already do. And you know you're good at listening to their problems. So if you find somebody that's that sign, what I want to say to you is you need to befriend them because they're very good. Now, Leo, here we go. Leo is July 23rd through August 22nd. Leo is a lion. Everyone knows what a lion is. You've got a big, huge lion mane that kind of looks like this hair. It's kind of just like this, only it's brown or gold. And what you do is you roar a lot, which means you're very loud, but people like you because you're pretty funny and you're very smart and you're a great leader. Okay, now you're regal and you're restless if you're a Leo. What does that mean? That means you don't like to sit around too much. You love to play outside. You love to be with your friends. You like to try new things. You're a Leo. You're in charge. You're a born leader. So you probably want to run for class president. And the kids are definitely going to vote for you because they can see a born leader. Born leader means people around you can feel that you know exactly what's going on. You have great leadership skills. You're very smart and you have a plan. Just like Robin Hood did. He was probably a Leo. If I had to guess, that's what I would guess. All right, Virgo. Ooh, that's such a nice name. Virgo is August 23rd through September 23rd. It's an earth sign, which means, again, you love to be outside. You're one of those people that's going to be at the trees. You're going to be at the top. You're going to be picking leaves. You probably love flowers. You probably love the smell of flowers, which explains a lot. And that's why your clothes are always dirty when you go outside. So if your parents yell at you by your clothes are always getting dirty, what you could say to them is, listen, I'm a Virgo. What do you want from me? It's in my blood. I'm an earth sign. Virgos are soft-hearted, selfless, and smart. That means you love to take care of everyone else, Virgo. You're not worried about yourself. You're very sensitive. You're very smart, and you're selfless, which is a nice thing for a friend. That means you put others before yourself. All right, Scorpio. Ooh, Scorpios are very sneaky and suspicious and mysterious, but in a good way. Those days are October 24th through November 22nd. All right, now, guess what the sign for a Scorpio is? It's a Scorpio. I don't know if you know what a scorpion, I mean, that's what I meant to say, scorpion. So a scorpion is like this little thing that kind of looks like a crab, but it's got a long tail, and at the bottom of the tail, it's got a stinger. And what happens with the stinger? If it stings you, he paralyzes you, basically, which means you're just frozen where you are. So you're very mysterious, and you're very powerful, and you're very sneaky, which means you're very good at sneaking around and finding out secrets. But the best part about you, Scorpio, is that you don't share the secrets. You know how to keep a great secret, so you're a good friend. Ryan is a Scorpio, all the way from Ireland. And you know what he likes to do? He likes to hide under the four-leaf clovers because that's where he can sneak around. In Ireland, they have very large four-leaf clovers, which are great luck. If you find one, keep it in your pocket, and you're going to have luck all day long. All right? Sagittarius, you have a really cool sign. You're in November 23rd through December 21st, and you're a fire sign, which means you're very fiery and you got a great personality. But listen, the Sagittarius is a little weird looking, right? It's like a half guy, half animal. It's like called a centurion. I can't remember what it's called. It's a Sagittarius, but here's the thing about Sagittarius is you're very well liked. You are the life of the party. So, like this guy, you come into a party and everybody's like, wow, you're finally here. The life of the party's here. Yes, that's exactly what you like, Sagittarius. The music comes on. People love to be around you. Even doo-doo shows up when Sagittarius is coming to the room because they're so interesting. Now, listen, people want to be around you all the time because you have a lot of good cheer and you're really fun to be with. So make friends with everybody, Sagittarius. Enjoy and, you know what I mean? Spread the love around that you have for everyone. Okay, Capricorn, that's what I am. December 22nd through January 20th. Let's see what it says about the Capricorn, which remember, kids, is the goat with the long, long horns and the color. Sometimes they're white, just like that. All goats matter. That's true, Ryan. I agree with you 100%. All goats matter. Now, goats are funny. They can be a little crabby. They can be a little stubborn, right? Bloomy knows that. They can be a little stubborn, and they sometimes get a little hair growing out of their chin. So you've got to be very accommodating. If someone you know is growing hair out of your chin that's a little older, you got to tell them, all right? In a nice way. You don't make fun of them. You just say, hey, you might want to, those hairs, you might want to tweeze them. All right? And they'll thank you very much for that. Okay, let's get to Capricorn. It's so exciting. It's an earth sign. Capricorn kids are earth keepers, which means you're responsible for the earth. You are the ones that make sure the oceans are clean. You are the ones that pick up the garbage at the park. You're the ones that don't light a fire. You know better than to do that. You know that the earth is a living thing, and it's your responsibility as a Capricorn kid to take advantage and take care of the earth, right? You're the keeper, which means just like a zookeeper, you're in charge. You're steady, you're an old soul, and you're a sage. What does the word sage mean? That means You're very wise, and people come to you for advice, and you're a friend that has a lot of friends around you that love for you. They want you basically to tell them what to do. All right? So just be prepared, Capricorn kids, that you're going to be in charge most of your life. All right, Aquarius. That sounds like water to me. January 21st through February 19th. You're an air sign, which is very exciting. That means your head is in the clouds. You're a dreamer. You know, you can follow your dreams. You have big dreams. You have a great imagination, and you're probably going to be a scientist that invents something, or perhaps a mathematician, which makes up a new language of numbers. Oh my God, that's so exciting. You're active, adept, and adventurous, which means you love to do new, fun things with your friends. You're not afraid. Like if someone says, I want to go on that roller coaster, you are on it, Aquarius. You are the person that people look to not be scared. They say to themselves, if that Aquarius is going to do it, then I'm going to do it too. And last but not least, happy birthday, Pisces. It's your birthday this month, because if you're February 20th to March 20th, today's March what? I think it's the 11th. I don't even know. And Sheila can't be bothered with knowing the days. You know what I'm saying to you? I have so much going on that I don't even sometimes look at a calendar, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, here's the deal. Oh my goodness. What's happening? I don't know what happened. Something happens. I think that was Donna. I'm not sure, but it could have been a Pisces tuning in. See, here's the thing. Pisces is a water sign, and I don't know what happened to me. Okay, I'm back. We had technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, which means something weird happened, but it can always happen. So a Pisces is a water sign, and the kids are proof that fairy kingdom does exist. You are sensitive, psychic, and you know the magic that is in the world. So ladies and gentlemen, here's the thing. Kids, if you're a Pisces, that means you've got magical, mystical powers. You probably have a lot of glitter in your room. There's probably a lot of beautiful animals around you. Things are good. Do you know what I'm saying to you? If you're a Pisces, you want to just take all the magic that you have in your life and share it with all of your friends. Now listen, you guys have been so amazing. I hope you enjoyed this story time. I did immensely. What does immensely mean? A lot. That means I really had a great time with all of you. So did Bloomy. Bloomy, can you say you had a great time? Bloomy's waving to all of you kids. She had such a great time. The Philly fanatic was mysteriously quiet. Usually he's a lot louder, but he had a great time. He liked listening to the books. He especially likes Robin Hood, because Robin Hood is in the forest. It's just green, which is like the Philly fanatic. Doo-doo, what did you think? Oh, Doo-doo had fun. Doo-doo loves to just be around kids. He loved the fact that it was a D word. He loved the fact that Yogi is feeling better. And he loved the fact that Yogi is a fellow dog. How do you spell dog? D-O-G. Dog. Perfect. All right. And oh, Miss Thing. Look at her. How'd you do today? Did you have fun with all the kids? Oh, I love all of you. You guys were so much fun. We have to do this again. Let me tell you what. Let me say, hold on. I'm not ready to go yet. I'm leaving in just 1 second. Okay. So she had a great time. She loves to read. Donna Vee is an Aquarius. Oh, we knew that she's magical. Of course she is. Now, Dominic with the crazy hair wanted to say that he loves you kids, and that he's so excited that you watch story time and that you're here every single day. He said, don't miss it. The D word was his favorite day because of the name Dominic. Of course it was. Nick Foles. Oh, are you giggling, Nick? It's not that funny. Nick Foles, did you have a good time today? Nick said he definitely, with a D, again, definitely means for sure, had a great time. And he said he definitively would love to be on the show again. Definitively means something like, I don't even know. I'm getting very tired of all these D words. It's a lot to memorize, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you know that. It is. It's definitely a lot. So anyway, I hope you had a great time on Story Time. We're so happy that you love the Eagles. And thank you so much for being here. Listen to me. Donna's going to be here. Miss Donna's going to be here tomorrow. Hopefully, Yogi will make an appearance. We'd all love to find out how Yogi is doing. I know he's going to be doing great. All right. So see everyone on Sunday. Donna loves you. I love you. We all love you. Everybody that was here loves you. Kids, we want you to have a dynamite day. Go out there and do something dynamic. Wow, Aunt Sheila's getting good at this. All right. I love you very much. Thank you for being here. And remember to read. That's the one thing I'm going to say to you. Reading can take you to places that you could never go by yourself. So read, 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 and tell your parents. Ryan, thank you very much. Ryan came out from under his clover to tell me that he had a great time. Chuck Gill, all right. Thank you all so much. So remember to read. And if you can't read, get somebody to read to you. And if you're a great reader, read to somebody else. I love you guys. All right, be good. I'll talk to you later. Thanks so much for tuning in.